Let me go through everyone that is here in chat. So I must say hello to Mr. Toadboy, B-Linus, Blinus, however hell you want to say it, Cast 7, Cetra, Duplis, Deuceman, Dazarino, Honk, Stormvision, Cetra, Scooterdust, Drahuska, Catnip Welcome, Cashy Head, and Clive, and Kazvez, and the Panda. Twitch is doing weird things recently, very weird things, like on Danny's stream the other day, for some reason it announced him going live like some 3 or 4 hours after he actually went live. Raw Justice, welcome. Dr. Mummy, Clams are indeed really happy. Anything else? Yeah, Clive said, good shit, yes. Puzzle Dan, ooh, welcome. Mon ami, hello there. Matt the Ref, score count. I've only put one of the question number stings in score count, but yes, I do have a question sting. Aim PM, welcome, and Cast 7th, and Toshi, and Toadboy, I think I've already said hello to. Rubik's, welcome, Tipster, and lots of names. Pronounce your name right or I'm suing. Well, you don't have to be here. You have no lawsuit against me. I'll say it however the hell I want to say. It's a free country. That's the excuse, isn't it? Anyway, lobby time. Unfortunately, we still have the xylophone music. So, yeah, so you're going to have to get used to xylophone music still for this time being. I am going to go live, though, with 1 versus 100 in Discord when people decide to play that way. Xylophone intensifies. It does indeed, doesn't it? So, yes, if you would like to play 1 versus 100, either the US or the Dutch version, then you just put in HGLS as the room code in public chat. How goes life, son? Or HG Wells. And Matt there also giving a link there of my appearance on Ben Justice's Top 100 UK Game Shows opinion poll reveal for the top 40. If you're interested in that, go over to YouTube. Not now, maybe bookmark it, put it on the watch later list or something, but it's definitely a good watch to go through the different decades and what game shows went in and what didn't. I won't spoil it now. You can go and watch it and find out for yourself which made it through and which didn't. But what I can spoil, though, is I was the one with the best prediction out of the 3 that are invited. Only by 1, but still, I had the best prediction somehow. I don't know how I did, but I did. Hello, Glenn. Lovely sandals. How good, Life Solitary? Life Solitary, good not. I did very well. I mean, I'm top of game shows. No, I'm good at... This is the thing. Game shows, when I talk about, normally I have knowledge on very specific things. And it's very intricate, specific details on things, and then generally it is not. Game shows, I feel like I have general broad knowledge on a lot of game shows, but I don't have specific knowledge on very specific niche shows. Especially ones outside of UK and US territories, like Italian and French derived game shows I have little to zero knowledge on, unless they come in the form in the UK, but then I generally don't know that there's an association there. So I have a good breadth of knowledge on the game shows that have appeared on UK TV and some of US TV, but I couldn't give you nitty-gritty details on every little facet of every little thing. Especially with the things like Foot Bayard. I know the Foot Bayard UK version exists. Unfortunately, I have not seen much, if any, of the French versions. And I know people are going to really point fingers at me for saying that, but that is true. I have not seen much, if any, of French editions of Fort Bayard. Yes, Squawka, you are indeed the Italian and French specialist here, yes. And that's why you made a UK series. If we were doing a world series, we're going to have such a mad mix of picks. It really would be a mad pick. And then it also depends on if the audience making the votes are mostly UK centric or not, as to what their preferred picks are. Hello, Whiskers. You've decided to make an appearance. Do you want to say hello to the stream? Do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello? Here we are. Here's a Whiskers. Meow. Say hello. Say hello to Whiskers, everybody. Aw, are you alright, Whiskers? Early treats, absolutely. She apparently just jumped up on the table already. She's been a bit lazy today. Trying to get out of the way of the wind because the gusts have been blowing a lot today, and I've been having the windows open, and it's been gusting through the house. The cute power of Whiskers. Cat can win. So I have plans to potentially move my stream setup to another room. Because although this room is okay for me having my PC set up here, it's not really good as a streaming room. Like, if I wanted to make the entire room a feature of the stream in some way, which is kind of what I want to do, then it's not really good for that. So my plan is to kind of move all of my stuff downstairs into what is dubbed the box room that I currently have, which is literally just a small bedroom that basically it's not being used for anything at the moment. Move everything into there and then set that up into an actual streaming room or something. Just to build a studio. If only I could do that, Toadboy, and then just import it into the real world. We do not need any funds like that, Scooter Dust. Your donations, your subscriptions, your bits and everything are already going towards that kind of fund. I've already earmarked money for that. So, yeah, don't worry about that. You don't need to give me any more yet. I say yet. Why did I say yet? I should not have said yet. That is not correct of me to say that. Ever. You shouldn't ever give me any money. But it is very generous. Yet. Panic! Yet. I say yet, I guess next week, donations to help musicians. There we go. That's what it And potentially, I mean, the thing is, if people really donate a lot of money, then I could potentially do prize games and things like that. That could be a thing I do. Yeah, don't give me money, unless... maybe? One more minute, and then we will pick the first one for this evening, and we have 36 in at the moment, I think. Wow, it's a good number, 36. Microtransactions, no. I wouldn't ever want it to be a pay-to-play. But if you were to put into, like, some sort of prize pool that other people can win, I don't know, something along those lines. I mean, Duel is sort of... there is a prize structure for that. Speaking of which, Duel, hopefully we'll get the final Duel that needs to be played out done next week, and potentially may also start on the next phase of Duels next week as well on the Wednesday. So, sit tight for that. And also next week, as I said, 30th of May on the Saturday will be the 12-hour Twitch game show marathon between myself and Royal Flush. Yes, coming soon to Duel. We haven't had a Duel for a while, actually. We've had a little bit of a hiatus because of problems with getting JSAC in a match, just because he's been busy keeping us all alive in this world. So, yeah. That's the 1 vs 100 golf marathon, guys. Full mob. Absolutely. Tell everyone you know. I mean, if you don't want to come to the main 12-hour marathon, which I'd still guarantee is going to be a good fun if you even join from 12 p.m. onwards, tell your friends to join at 11 p.m. and that's when the mob will hit. Hopefully. That's what we want. 100 in the mob. We'll need a second studio for winning lives if we have 100 players. True. I may have to do a sort of sit-in, sit-out kind of system for that, potentially. We'll find out. Anyway, I've waffled on for long enough. Xylophone player has had enough. I need to pay him in triplicate now because we're in overtime. So, can I create a Facebook event? I could actually, Matt. Yes, I should do that. I actually have a Facebook page for Quiz Night. I just hardly use it. So I will sort that out after the stream. Remind me to do that, and I will sort that out. In the meantime, let's get going. Let's pick our first one for the evening. Egg. Such good music. Such good music. It's so good music. It really is. Egg, you've broken RNG. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
What is this?
What is this? So, the music's different. First chosen, different music, everything's different for you, yes. So, how are you doing today, Egg?
I'm alright. Done my 12-hour shift.
Cool.
Yeah, so I've got 3 more days left. Well, day shift tomorrow, 2 night shifts, and then I'm off for 12 days.
Oh, that's good to hear. So you're going to be working through the bank holiday weekend then?
I am, yes.
Oh, well, at least you get
night
some...
shift on bank holiday Monday, that's going to be fun.
Oh, lovely. Oh, it is bank holiday on bank holiday Monday evening. I don't know, might not be too bad, but you'll have days off afterwards anyway, so...
Yes, very much so.
Indeed. Right, so... Decision time. Would you like to play US or Dutch rules? Bear in mind, I actually haven't said this, but I have added some new stuff to the Dutch version. So, do you know the rules that I implemented in the Dutch version last time?
From memory serves, yeah, it's the equivalent of the UK version, but just not shit.
Basically, yeah. However, what I've got now is I've added in the easy or hard picking on each question. It will reveal the category of the question, and it will ask you if you want an easier or harder question.
Ooh.
That's the extra element of the Dutch version that I didn't have in. In the UK version, your choice is 2 categories, and you get a question from one of those 2 categories. In the Dutch version, it's you see what the category is, you choose whether you want an easier or harder question of that category. You should see the bloody code I've had to put in to make this work. It's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous how much work I have to put in just to make certain I can pick 2 questions of the same category with 2 different difficulties, one on the easier side, one on the harder side of the spectrum, and also make it hopefully work in the cases of there not being enough questions to do that with as well.
The problem that we have, I have a tendency of breaking new stuff.
That is true. To answer your question, Dupless, the incentive to picking hard questions is you potentially eliminate more mob members. And if you eliminate more mob members, you earn more money, because you earn per mob member eliminated in the Dutch version. So if you're not confident on a category, you go an easy one, hope you can get the question right, and you probably won't eliminate as many. If you're confident on the category, you go hard, get it right, and then you potentially eliminate more people. So that's how it works. That's the sort of risk versus reward in the Dutch version of the game. So, bearing all that in mind, Egg, would you like to play US or Dutch?
I said in voice chat that I don't think I'd be very good at the Dutch version, but the fact that you've implemented that, let's see if Egg can break stuff. Let's go the New Zealand invoice, please.
The Netherlands version. Netherlands version, it is NL indeed. All right, well, good luck, Egg.
Let's go.
And let us play 1 versus 100.
Really bad.
And your first category is words and phrases. Would you like an easier or harder question for words and phrases? Oh, actually, I've just pressed the wrong button as well. I didn't go in voice mode, so you're actually going to have to put the commands in, I've just realised.
Okay. So I'm guessing easy or hard in chat?
Our score count's picking me up on something I didn't realise. Apparently, the first question is always easy. So I guess if you wanted to do that, then do that. Okay, here's your question. My friend refuses to watch any movie with an adverb in its title. As a result, which of these would she not watch? Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, or The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford? Oh, I actually timed that well as well. Jesus. Okay. Do you have any clues, Egg?
This is an easy question to start.
It is on the easier side, yes.
Right, so...
It is on the easier side of the spectrum.
And the problem is I can't even escape on the first question either, so this is going to...
Technically not, but you can, because I haven't implemented that locking feature yet. So you can technically escape if you want, but it's of 0 value, which is why you shouldn't be able to do it.
So, an adverb is that a li? Is it so like an ly? If memory serves me correct, it's the equivalent of making a verb to do, like quickly, or something along those lines, if I remember. The problem is none of those have lees. This is awful. Well, very has got to be an adverb. So very is an adverb.
Okay.
Am I right? Very is an adverb. Bad a verb? No, bad. Bad a verb. Hang on.
What?
Hold on. I'm trying to work out if bad's a verb.
Think back to Key Stage 2 English.
Yeah. It's been a while, Ash. It's been a very while. You make me feel old, though. That's coward is a pronoun because Robert Ford would be a noun. So coward would be a pronoun because it's preceding a noun. So it's not C because the question says not. I am reading the question.
Well, the thing is, this is a friend refuses not, so it's actually a double negative.
Friend refuses to watch any movie with an adverb in the title.
It's sort of like, so basically it's asking which of these has an adverb. Yeah, that's what the question is actually asking.
So I don't think, well, C doesn't have an adverb, so I'm going to rule out C. Unexpected virtue. Unexpected virtue. For some reason, I'm thinking that very is an adverb of bad, but I'm not confident that bad is a verb. Good. I've got to lock it in anyway because you've put me in chat. So
I pressed the wrong button, so you have to do it yourself.
I am going to lock in B on the basis that I think I'm going to be eliminated on the first question, but I trust my luck.
You're going with B, Alexander, and the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Is it the correct answer? It is the correct answer, yes. Very is an adverb. You were absolutely right. Very is the adverb there. Now, how many got eliminated? I've got a few eliminations coming up here.
Oh, wow.
Quite a few eliminations coming up here.
Holy hell!
Quite a few eliminations coming up here. A total of 41 mob members eliminated on that question. Keshi Head, Lion TK, Dr. Mummy, Matt, Scooter Dust, Diamond Ninja, 8 Minky, AM the PM, Car 7th Tipster, Cetra, Saigai Dive, Quet, Samster Toshi, Clive, Jack Wilfred, Shadowbane Dogfish, Spicy Clarets, Connor, Color, Drahuska Kazver, Scorecat, Puzzleman, and D. Deuceman. All eliminated alongside some AI to make a total of 41 mob members. Each mob member is equivalent of 10,000 doots at this level. It's 500,000 divided by the number of mob members still in. That's how the 10,000 is there. That gets you to a total, after the first question, of 410,000 doots.
Can I leave?
No. Unfortunately, in this game, you cannot leave until you beat all of the mob.
Well,
so, you are indeed halfway there. Also means that the mob are suddenly going to be far more valuable as well. So if we take that 500,000 doots and divide by 59 again, by... Is it 500? What? I can't even remember what I actually valued it at. Was it a million doots or 500,000? Oh, it was a flat million I did, didn't it? It's a flat million, my bad. So a million divided by 59. The next question, each mob member will be 16,949 doots.
Wow.
Indeed. So, if you're ready, here comes question number 2. And the category is science and nature.
Ooh.
Would you like an easier or harder question on science and nature?
The fact that was apparently an easier question, God knows what the harder question was going to be. I'm going to go easy again.
I'm going to go easy. What is the abbreviation of the chemical element that is referred to as brimstone in the Bible? Is it AU, S, or PB? Mob, lock in your answers now. What's the abbreviation of the chemical element that is referred to as brimstone in the Bible? Is it AU, S, or PB? And that is the mob locked in egg. Do you have any clues?
I do. I know.
You do?
One. So I have played plenty of Binding of Isaac in my day.
Okay.
And I know brimstone is referred to as sulfur. So based on those answers, AU is gold, B is sulfur, and C is lead. So on that basis, I'm going to lock in B, but I don't know whether I want double.
That's the question. If you want to double, you need to lock that in first. Do you think that the remaining mob members will know this?
Don't know. That's the honest answer. With the fact they knocked out almost half, I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near that value again. It's going to be the main thing. Mm-hmm. So on that basis, I am going to double.
Okay.
Did that work? That did?
Yep, it has. Taken, yep.
Locking in B.
All right, using your doubler, I'm going with BS.
Oh, no, I'm eating an Indian takeaway.
All right. The correct answer is...
Onward.
It is indeed BS. Well played.
That correct answer, because that sounds like it could be wrong.
So each mob member actually worth 33,898 because you doubled, but only 2 getting it wrong. Blinus and Toadboy, the only 2 getting it wrong. However, that is 67,796 added to your total, brings you now to 477,796. With 57 mob members left, each will now be 17,543 doots each, and you have no more doubler to play with, but you still have your 3 escapes to play with. So, here comes question number 3. And your category is electronics.
Oh, God.
Like an easier or harder question?
Let's see what happens.
Going hard. A mukbang video features people doing what? Is it A, playing games, B, stunts, or C, eating? Mob, lock in your answers now. A mukbang video features people doing what? Is it A, playing games, B, stunts, or C, eating? Mob is in. Any clues, Egg?
How ironic I mentioned about eating an Indian takeaway while on stream. The answer is eating. It's ASMR eating on cameras with studio microphones and all of that sort of stuff. So
okay.
I'm going to lock in.
All right. $477,000 doots on the line. Is it right?
I don't think I'm not going to knock out many people with this one, but...
It is correct, yeah. Also on Twitch known as social eating, I believe, is the category. Deriving from...
actually created a category for it?
I believe so, yes, because it was such a popular thing on Twitch. Hence why it's in the electronics category, because it's primarily a Twitch thing or like live streaming thing. Mukbang from South Korea, I want to say, is the derivation of that.
I'm sure it's Korean at some point,
yeah,
that side of the world.
And yeah, social eating is the sort of the general description now that the Europe sort of English-speaking world would call it. But yes, mukbang.
I should have used my double on that one, though.
Should have done, maybe. You got 10 eliminated there for a total of 175,430 doots. You're now up to 653,226 doots. 47 mob members left to go. Still have your 3 escapes. Let's go to the next question.
I'm over halfway now. Do I get a sneak peek?
You do not know, not in this game. Next category is geography.
God no.
Going with easy. What is notable about the town of Agloe, New York? Apparently I have not eliminated this question. It has a population of 1. It doesn't exist. Or its mayor is a dog. Mob, lock in your answers now. What is notable about the town of Agloe, New York? Apologies. I apparently have not managed the questions correctly. This is indeed a repeat question. Can you remember, Egg?
I do.
Good.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist?
It doesn't exist. I know. I can remember the factoids of it in fictional terms. It does have a population of 1. However, the actual town itself is fictional itself.
Right.
So, as far as I'm aware, it should be. But... yeah, it's got to be. I'm sure it is, because... yeah, it's got to be. Let's do it.
It's gotta be, B.
Got to be.
It's just gotta be. Does it exist? It doesn't exist. It is indeed like a trap town. Or paper town. Mapmen. And 11 members getting knocked there. All AI, though, to be fair. All AI getting knocked out. For a total of 234,036 dutes added to make it 887,262 dutes.
Am I gonna earn another million dutes potentially?
Potentially so.
It'll make it over 4 at this point.
Let's see who we've got left in. We've still got Rubik's, Panda, Dupliss, Storm Vision, Raw Justice, and Catnip. Those are the human players still in, I think.
If it's going to end up me and Panda, I'm just going to casually stroll out of this room because I've got no chance beating Panda.
Yeah, but you do.
Mistake.
But you have 3 escapes that you can use. Obviously, that does drastically reduce your prize at the moment. The first one, 25%.
Grin at me, Panda.
All right, so let's see the next question. At least what the category is. 1 verse 36. Next category is cartoons and anime.
Oh well, this is going to be a Catnip orientated question. I can tell already.
Easy or hard?
Do I want to go? Do I want to risk going it hard? No, let's do an easy.
Going easy. Which of these anime shows can be described as a reverse isekai? Is it Recreators, Re-Zero, or Re-Life? Mob locking your answers now. Which of these anime shows can be described as a reverse isekai? Is it Recreators, Re-Zero, or Re-Life? And that's mob locked in. Any clues, Egg?
I've got a very small niggly feeling in the back of my head that I might know this.
Uh-huh.
Don't ask me why, because I absolutely despise anime, as everybody knows. The only real, if you can call it anime, that I watched in my childhood was sort of the Pokemon sort of things, and you know, the Dragon Ball, all of those sort of things when I was younger. And I'm gonna get some flack for saying that because I know people always say that they're not true anime, but I'm just sort of Scotsfest.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Not happening. Now, for some niggly feeling reason, I'm thinking that it's Recreators.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Do you feel confident in just going with the answer?
I've got that, you know, that little feeling in the back of my head. As soon as that answer came up, for some reason that went, oh, that sounds like it could be plausible. Problem is, I don't even know what a reverse isekai, or whatever the hell you pronounce it, is. I have absolutely no idea. Do I want to use an escape? Do I want to use an escape?
First one will be 25%, which will knock off about 200,000 odd dutes from your current total.
Not ideal. I'm going to trust my instincts. I'm going to lock in A.
You kind of have to in this particular game because you have to go all the way to the end. So you're trusting your instincts on this question, Recreators. Is it correct?
I've got cast questions as well, oh dear. Come on!
It is correct, yeah. Reverse isekai is a genre that takes fantasy characters and puts them in the real world rather than the other way around.
Okay. Ooh.
So 12 getting knocked out, each worth nearly 30,000, making a total of 333,324 dutes. And we're now into kind of uncharted territory with the dutes total. We are beyond the million. 1.220586 million dutes is your current total.
Panda and Catnip.
It is indeed you versus Panda, Catnip, and 22 AI left.
Oh god help me.
So you are through to this point, and you still have 3 escapes to play with.
Can I leave already?
No, you cannot leave. You must keep going all the way. You must keep going all of the way. So let's see the next question. The category is languages.
Oh god, okay, Catnip's getting this right. The thing is, I don't know what... I'm not confident when it comes to languages. So basically... Oh, not each. What am I...
Going easy.
Matt, that's your fault.
Which of these fashion disasters is also the name of a beauty care brand when translated into English? Is it Split Ends, Black Head, or Runny Mascara? Mob locking your answers now. Which of these fashion disasters is also the name of a beauty care brand when translated into English? Split ends, blackhead, or runny mascara? And they are locked in. Egg, do you have any clues?
I have absolutely no idea. I wouldn't even know. The problem is, I'm guessing it's translated from their literal names, which I have no idea what their counterparts could even be. I have absolutely no idea. I am going to use an escape on this question. Unfortunately,
okay.
It is going to take me under the 1 mil. Escape, I'm guessing.
Just term escape will do it. Yep. There we go.
And
escape has been
provide
activated.
an answer, right?
You do still need to provide an answer just to see if you would have been right or not.
Right. So I'm going to run out. Let's split ends. Split ends. Blackhead. Blackhead sounds more logical if you're thinking about the terminology. Yeah, if I didn't have an escape at this point, I would probably go blackhead. Just because of the way that it works. So I would lock in B.
Alright. Was that the correct answer? Oh, hello. It was the right answer. You were right. You should have gone with it. Schwarzkopf.
Oh!
That's the literal translation. Black head. Schwarzkopf. And only 4 AI getting that wrong. So yes, clearly I have not optimized that top left cache indicator to go beyond the million factor.
Need a bigger box.
Need a bigger box, yes. You lost 25% of your bank at the point there, but you are now on 915,439 doots, which
will fix the box.
It will fix the box temporarily, yes. And we're down to 20 mob members left, which means, if I can do things correctly, does mean each one is worth 50,000 additional doots. Let's see the next question, or at least the category of it. And your category is music.
Oh. We all know how good my musical knowledge is.
We have 2 escapes. Oh well, you're going easy. Although the Carpenters famously sang "Rainy days and Mondays always get me down," the B-side of that single sings praises to what day of the week? Is it Saturday, Wednesday, or Thursday? Mob, start locking your answers in. Although the Carpenters famously sang "Rainy days and Mondays always get me down," the B-side of that single sings praises to what day of the week? Is it Saturday, Wednesday, or Thursday? And they are locked in. Egg, are you familiar with the Carpenters?
I am. I have heard of them.
Ooh.
Not very versed with their songs.
Okay.
Just trying to think. They do a song Saturday. So I didn't have the niggly feeling when this came up, because my first guess would have been Sunday. But I don't know why, because that was the first thing that came into my head as a day of the week, apparently. But I'm just trying to think if I know any Carpenter songs. I may be old, but I'm not that old, is the problem. It's the other side now of where we're going. Right. If I'm gonna go with an answer, I don't really want to have to use an escape unless absolutely necessary. I don't think it's Wednesday. Denying. Right. I'm gonna trust it. I'm not gonna use an escape. I'm actually gonna lock in A.
You're gonna lock in A. Oh wow. Okay then. Not using escape is Saturday the correct answer. You're right, it is the correct answer. Nicely done. And we say goodbye to 2 mob members, which is an additional 100,000 doots. Brings you back over the million factor there. 1,015,439 doots now in your bank. 18 mob members left. Sorry?
Knocking out 2 every question.
Each one's now going to be worth 55,555 doots.
And 55 pence.
And, well, we round. So, 55,555. You're doing well. You're doing really well here, Egg.
I'm doing a lot better than I thought I was going to.
you still have 2 escapes, so you can still do pretty well here at this point. So let's keep going then. And the next question's subject is history.
Oh, we all know what my history knowledge is like. We all know what your history knowledge is like as well.
Mine's terrible, yeah. Luckily, Ask the Host isn't in this variant.
Sport and history are my 2 worst subjects, so we're definitely going easy on this.
Okay, to subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. This is a quote from which ancient Chinese philosopher of the 6th century BCE? Was that from Sun Tzu, Confucius, or Mencius? Mob blocking your answers. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. This is a quote from which ancient Chinese philosopher of the 6th century BCE? Sun Tzu, Confucius, or Mencius? Or Mencius?
I do like that audio stick. That's good.
Mob is in. Egg, any clues?
I do know this one.
Oh, you know this one. Nice.
History question, I know.
Well, you did go on the easy bracket, so clearly it's helping you out.
Yeah. Not Confucius. Not Mencius, it's Sun, or however you want to pronounce it. So I'm locking it.
Locking in A. Sun Tzu. With over 1 million at risk. The correct answer is...
Makes sense why I'm confident at questions at this level.
It is correct. A. Sun Tzu. Now, who got eliminated? Nobody else got eliminated. So straight into the next question we go then. 1 versus 18. Popular culture is the next category.
Ooh. I've got to do it because I've got to try and knock out more than 2.
You're gonna have to start knocking some people out. Which of these celebrities is a son-in-law of actor Stephen Baldwin? Is it A. Macaulay Culkin, B. Justin Bieber, or C. Chris Pratt? Mob blocking your answers now. Which of these celebrities is a son-in-law of actor Stephen Baldwin? Macaulay Culkin, Justin Bieber, or Chris Pratt? Mob is in. Egg, do you have any clues?
I do.
You do?
I'm not 100% confident, but I can remember back, what are we talking, last year, the year before? Something like that. I can remember seeing pictures of Stephen Baldwin with Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Don't ask me why, and I don't know if they are any relation at all, but I can recall seeing pictures of Stephen Baldwin with Justin Bieber.
Okay.
And I can't recall seeing anything relating to the other 2. Do I trust my memory from like 2 years ago enough to lock in B? The only logical answer I've got, because I've seen something about it, but I don't know if there's a relation.
Do you want to go with it, or do you want to escape?
Yeah, let's do it.
You're gonna go for it. All right.
Let's do it. I need to make sure that I'm typing the right letter in chat as well.
You do need to do that, yes. Okay, here we go again. Is B the correct answer? Over 1 million dukes at risk. It is the correct answer. Well played. And we say goodbye to Catnip and to AI. Panda is still sitting there holding the fort for the humans.
Panda, go away.
You have 166,665 dukes additional, brings you now up to a total of 1.182 million dukes plus a little bit extra. 15 mob members left.
Can we just put Panda in the dark?
Unfortunately not.
Just make him not see the buttons, just so he can press the wrong button.
Each player in the mob, now worth 66,666 doots. You still have 2 escapes, though. That is to your advantage, and also hasn't either of those. So, the next questions category is politics.
Oh, hashtag no politics.
Politics.
Do not want. Do not want.
What do you want? Do you want to make it easy, or do you want to hard and try and get Panda out?
So my next escape, just to recap, is going to cost me 50%.
50% of your current bank it will cost you,
Well,
yes.
1.1, so that would knock me down to 600 and some.
Yeah, which is still a really good amount to have.
There we go, Matt, so 591,000. Okay, thank you, Matt.
Okay, thank you for that for the numbers.
Yeah, we'll go hard.
We'll go hard. In the UK Cabinet, which of these politicians has not served as Secretary of State for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs? Is it Theresa Villiers, Andrea Leadsom or Amber Rudd? Mob blocking your answers. In the UK Cabinet, which of these politicians has not served as Secretary of State for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs? Is it Theresa Villiers, Andrea Leadsom or Amber Rudd? Mob is locked in. No, not Paul Rudd, Toad Boy, not Paul Rudd. Mob is locked in. So, this is a question on UK politics, and Panda is not in the UK.
I know. I'm kind of glad it came as UK politics. I have not in Scooby-Doo. I have absolutely no idea on this.
So, are you going to be escaping then?
Yes, I'm going to be, and I'm very much hoping that Panda got this wrong. That's the only thing I can hope, and then hope that the AI are kind. So I'm definitely escaping.
Okay, so you will lose half of your current bank for doing so, but you are safe from elimination on this question. You may as well give us an answer. What do you think is the correct answer?
So, I have no idea. I'm going down the middle.
Going down the middle with A?
Yes. That's what I always do.
A is clearly down the middle. Correct answer? No, it was actually C, Amber Rudd. That was the correct answer we're looking for. But you are safe from elimination. How many got eliminated? The Panda is out! The Panda is out!
I've eliminated all humans.
So we're down to only AI players now. 1 versus 11. Each mob member now going to be 90,909 doots. You are now on 591,052 doots, which is still a really good sum of money to play with, doots-wise.
If I take away 100,000. You know, that's usually my go-to when I play the American rule. So long as I can get 100,000, I'm happy.
Well, that's the thing, is that you still have 1 escape left, but the 3rd escape is the worst because it costs you 75% of your current bank. Which, if we do the maths on that, would bring you down to 147,763 doots presently.
Ooh, I can almost do 1.1 mil.
So you'll still be over the 100k target you set yourself, but you would then be escapeless from that point onwards. So let's see the next question. Anatomy and medicine is the category. Going easy. What of these is another word for fever, a body temperature that is above the normal range? Is it asphyxia, pyrexia, or dyslexia? Mob, lock in your answers now. Which of these is another word for fever, a body temperature that is above the normal range? Is it asphyxia, pyrexia, or dyslexia? I think a good number in the eliminated players in the mob have a good idea of what this is. Egg, you have a clue?
I do. So I'm quite versed when it comes to a lot of these terminologies. Dyslexia, obviously a sort of physical trait which sort of affects the words and brain and that sort of stuff, numbers and that sort of thing. Asphyxia, to do with breathing, you know, asphyxiation, strangulation, that sort of stuff. So process of elimination. I didn't know that it was pyrexia, but just based on process of elimination, I'm going it.
Okay. Going with B, pyrexia. The correct answer is...
Yeah,
it's the correct answer.
That's right. That's human.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. How many got eliminated? 5. 5 AI eliminated, each worth 90,909 doots, gives you a bump of 454,545 doots. You're back up into the millions range. 1,045,597 doots now in your bank. 1 versus 6 left now. 1 versus 6. Each mob member now worth 166,666 doots.
So on track for like 1.8 mil.
Potentially so, but again, they get more and more valuable the more you eliminate. So those that don't know, the only way to get the best play out of this is to literally eliminate one mob per question and then use your doubler on the last one. That's the only way to get the top prize in this game. It's a hideous way to play it, but that's the only way to get the top prize. So, Matt's saying currently a possible 2 million win from this situation. So, I mean, yeah, if you eliminate all 6 now, that's just another million on top. So you're always a million away, prize money wise. But with the other variations, you can technically get more.
If you eliminated everybody just on the first with a double, because that would still be 2 mil. That would still be the maximum, right?
That would be the maximum. Yeah, you could indeed eliminate all 100 mob members in one go, and that would get you to 2 million. But it's unlikely to eliminate 100 members. That's all.
Well, eliminated almost half of them.
That's true. We go to the next question. 1 versus 6. It's got the 1 versus 100 tag.
Oh, Christ.
Do you want an easy trap or a hard trap?
Is there such thing as an easy trap? I don't know. The problem is, how pissed of the AI are these of the 1 versus 100? Because I could still eliminate them, use the escape, and still win, right?
You can still escape, yeah.
And they all get eliminated, I win with 25% of my prize money.
Correct.
Screw it.
Going hard. If you wanted to follow the noble eightfold path to liberate yourself from samsara, which right thing would actually be wrong to do? Is it right mindfulness, right view, or right morality? Mob blocking your answers. If you wanted to follow the noble eightfold path to liberate yourself from samsara, which right thing would actually be the wrong thing to do? Is it right mindfulness, right view, or right morality? Mob is in. Egg.
I have absolutely no idea.
You still have 1 escape, though.
Follow the noble eightfold path to liberate yourself from samsara. I don't even know what the terminology would be. I literally would have absolutely no idea. So well played there, Cetra. You've caught me on your question, which would help if I'm actually typing in the box. If I didn't have an escape, you would have probably eliminated me. But we're going to use the escape. And once again, we're going to go down the middle.
Okay. Down the middle with C, right morality. The correct answer is...
Well, it is right.
It is correct.
Oh, cry it out loud.
You should have gone with it. It's going to cost you 75% of your bank, but none of them got eliminated. So you're down to 261,339 doots.
I hate the AI.
And your next category is UK.
Oh.
What would you like to do with a UK question?
There you go.
On the eve of his 50th birthday, Prince Charles reenacted a scene from which 97 film? Was it The Full Monty, Titanic, or Men in Black? Mob, lock in your answers now. On the eve of his 50th birthday, Prince Charles reenacted a scene from which 97 film? Was it The Full Monty, Titanic, or Men in Black? Matt the Ref apparently remembers seeing this on the news. Egg, do you have any clues?
I think I remember knowing something about this. I don't think it was the Titanic.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of what scene he might have reenacted in Men in Black. I'd say as soon as the answers came up, that niggly feeling went straight to a Full Monty. So the fact that I have to go for it anyway, and it's the best guess I've got because I don't think it's B, and I can't think of what scene it would be in C, I'm going to lock it in.
Okay. Going with the full Monty because you can't escape anymore. The correct answer is... It is A, the full Monty, you're right. Now, AI. 1-2 eliminated. Still got 4 to go through, but that's bumped you up by another 333,000 doots. You're now up to nearly 600,000 doots.
I can still win 1.5 mil.
Each mob member now is worth 250,000 doots.
When do you want my PayPal details?
Yes, when the currency of the doot is invented. Yes, indeed. So, here we go again. Another question. This category, though, is literature.
I've been alive for almost an hour. I don't know.
Literature. Easy or hard?
This is going to be one of Clive's questions. I have a strange sneaking suspicion, even if it's easy.
It's Dupless's, actually.
Oh, it's Dupless.
To get in touch with his creative side, Elias decides to write some poems, namely on 1 sonnet, 2 haiku, and 3 limericks. How many total lines did he write? Was it 35, 31, or 33? To get in touch with his creative side, Elias decides to write some poems, namely 1 sonnet, 2 haiku, and 3 limericks. How many total lines did he write? Mob is in. So, Egg, talk it out.
So, a limerick's 5 lines? So, the limerick's 5 lines. That's 15.
Okay.
I know a sonnet's 14, so that's 29. 2 haikus.
How many lines in a haiku?
That's horrendous. It's either 1, 2, or 3, and I can't remember how many lines a haiku has. And 1, 2, or 3 gives all of those answers. Why? What? Oh. Right. Isn't a haiku 3? 5, 7.
What do you think the formation of a haiku is?
Isn't it 5, 7, 5? But yes. So it's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5. So that would make that 3 lines. So that would be an extra 6. So make sure I got my maths right. 14 plus 6 is 20 plus 15 is 35.
Is that your answer?
14, 56, 7, 8, 9, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, 35. Maths.
Maths in my poems.
Multiply by 7 in like a ridiculously short amount of time. Because I'd be screwed.
Is it correct? Is it 35? 35 is the correct answer. Nicely done, yeah. A haiku is 575. 2 knocked out. Well, you're just giving yourself 500,000 doots on that question. You're now up to 1,094,731 doots. And now, each mob member left is worth 500,000 doots. 500k per mob member eliminated.
Nobody's got all eliminated on this yet, have they? I think I'd be the first.
You would be the first. So, here's the next question.
In before everybody gets eliminated, including me.
General knowledge about us.
Let's go back to Matt's duel commentary saying, my weakest subject, according to my duel statistics, is general knowledge. Oh,
So, easy or hard?
Let's go easy.
Going easy. Which animal appears on the Aussie 20-cent coin? Is it an echidna, a platypus, or a superb lyrebird? Mob, lock in your answers. Which animal appears on the Aussie 20-cent coin? Is it the echidna, the platypus, or the superb lyrebird? Okay. The mob is in.
I don't think Danny Boy's around, is he?
I don't think I've seen his name. He may be sleeping, which is,
he might
perfectly
be.
reasonable.
He looks like he's offline on Discord. The reason I'm saying that is we were talking about Australian money in one of his marble streams a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And oddly enough, this was something that came up in discussion. So I'm very, very lucky in knowing that the answer to this question is a platypus. So I'm going to lock in B.
Going with B.
And before he's completely thrown me a wobbly and knocks me out when he's not even here.
Is it correct? It is correct. Now,
come on.
How many have you eliminated?
Come on.
No. We keep on going. They're still worth 500,000 doots each. Mathematics is your next category. Mathematics.
Elias, do you want to take over? Maths.
What should it be?
Well, we're going to take it easy because I may as well.
Oh, hey baby, God. Are we a pair of non-parallel lines? Because if we extended indefinitely, we would be destined to meet. Which mathematician, known for his book The Elements, might have used this geometry-inspired pickup line? Is it Euclid, Pythagoras, or Archimedes? Hey baby, are we a pair of non-parallel lines? Because if we extended indefinitely, we were destined to meet. Which mathematician, known for his book The Elements, might have used this geometry-inspired pickup line? Any clues, Egg?
Is my answer to that?
Panda, do please, I want to say you are my favourite author for this question, for now.
I'm curious to know. I'm not going to ask for Elias the answer, but does Elias know the answer to this? I'm intrigued. Because for some reason, I don't think it's C.
He does. He says he does.
Of course he does. Right. Don't think it's Archimedes. Don't know why, just don't think it's Archimedes. Problem is, you've got Pythagoras who's done Pythagoras' theorem, which is based on triangles.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't necessarily mean non-parallel lines. But, because non-parallel lines extended indefinitely were destined to meet. What do I do? So glad I'm not doing this in real person because I'd be screwed. And we'd be well over the hour cap of the whole show at this point. Well, I can't escape, so...
You do have to answer.
I don't think it's Archimedes. Maybe Pythagoras? I don't think it is. Should see half the faces I'm pulling right now. Right, screw it. I know it's not Archimedes. I'm going down the middle. Oh, that helps if I.
A plus.
A plus. We go down the middle again.
Going with a Euclid. The correct answer is. It is a Euclid, yes. Euclidean geometry. Euclidean geometry.
I don't know that. I know the Pythagorean theorem.
You're done!
Yes!
You're done! We have a winner, folks! He gets himself 1 million doots off of that, gives him a total grand prize of 2,094,731 doots. Woo! And that display doesn't work either. Apparently it hasn't even totaled properly. That should have been 1 million more than it said. Bugs, because I didn't expect anyone to get this far in the Dutch game, apparently. Well played, Egg.
I have my arms in the air. I'm tips to flaming right now.
That's just amazing. I honestly did not expect anyone to get to the end in a Dutch game anytime soon, but you have proven me completely wrong. Well played, Egg. A worthy victor of the 2 million doots.
Even with using all 3 of the escapes.
Absolutely. It really does matter where you play those escapes.
So I would have been stuffed if Panda was still in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued to know what the next question would have been.
And that is indeed a record win in one go. Unfortunately, it won't say. Because, well, when we go on to the next game, it resets all the categories again. So you don't get... So the categories can come up again. If you notice, you never saw the same category come up twice in your run there. It always tries to keep going with different categories rather than picking up from categories you've already seen.
Including 1 versus 100. What on earth is that question? I'm so glad I have that 75%. Even though I would have got it right, that was just a press of a button.
How much do you need to pay for a flashy one selection sequence of the British music? Because I've got like 10 quid in my pocket right now. I don't know, Clive. I don't know if I want to keep mixing too many different versions of the game show together, though. I'm okay with the Dutch and US versions as they currently stand. I would ideally have proper full Dutch music for everything, but I don't think I have yet. But I'm just chucking stuff in. Anyway,
Cough Toby exists, and Cough Toby is good at doing that sort of thing.
Oh, I know he is. I mean, he's been working on Beat the Chasers music, which is
he's been working on Avanti and Ultra music as well. So don't worry.
Oh, has he? Oh, wow. He's been doing all the music. Can we get your acapella score in there at some point, Toadboy? Yes, we will do your acapella score. In the meantime, Meg, thank you very much for playing. Well played. You do take away over 2 million doots, and well, we get to pick a new player then.
Thank you. I shall.
Thank you very much, Egg. Take care. Well, all of you are defeated, but does mean that anyone can be picked on the next game round. Theoretically, not Egg as well, because he has just played, but anyone else that has not been the one yet this evening can potentially be picked. If you would like to see your rank, XP-wise, then just use the rank, and we can also do this. We have a -1 returning once again. Mr. Raw Justice, you are currently in rank -1 position. Return of the -1. It's a long-standing bug, Ben, that I still can't find the reason why it keeps coming up, but it does keep coming up. So yeah, you are now the holder of the -1 position. And it's certainly one way to get to the top of the leaderboard. It is indeed. That wasn't on the list. Basically, you are indeed the best, yes. Okay, well, let's pick... Raw is named Ben as well. Yes, he is indeed. He is another Ben. Let's pick our next one then. Hey! Wow! Okay then! Ben, you are our next player. That works, apparently. -1 clearly gets you in to be the next one. That's how it works. So, 2 questions for you. Would you like to join me here in Discord, or do you want to do it in chat? And also, you want to play Discord? All right, okay. We'll await your arrival. You don't know how. If you've got yourself a mic set up, then just join any of the voice channels that are public, and then Mr. Scorecount Floor Manager will drag you into the right place. Yeah, join the call that Scorecount's currently in. Just click on Green Room, and it should join you to that call. Thank you very much for the gifted sub to Raw Justice, Blinders. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for the generosity. So yes, while we're waiting Ben to join us, next week, as I say, Saturday, we're only 8 days away now, is the 12-hour game show marathon here on Twitch between myself, Ash the Bash, and Ben Royal Flush. Still feeling so tepid, absolutely. Where we'll be playing all sorts of game shows and raising money for help musicians. So, won't let you join? Really? Should do. Where are you, Mr. Raw Justice? Raw Justice. You won't be able to join Studio -1, but you need to join Green Room. There's permissions on Studio -1. We can drag you in, but you can't connect it directly. So join the Green Room, and then we can drag you in. and Squawcat will help you out first, I believe, before moving you in. So yes, 12-hour Twitch game show marathon thing in 8 days' time. Hello, Mr. Ben Justice. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. What time am I on Saturday? I am on 3 to 6 and then 9 to midnight plus a little bit potentially. Those are my time slots, but you do also want to be around for Royal Flush's streams as well. So from 12 p.m. all the way up to 12 a.m. midnight. We're all starting from midday British Summer Time. Midday British Summer Time. Do you turn off the stream? Preferably so, yes. Can you actually hear us, Ben, or are you struggling? Because I can't hear you speaking if you're trying to speak. Just spray some stuff over there to get rid of the flies. Yeah, not hearing you at the moment, I'm afraid, Ben. Unless, of course, this is a weird Discord thing and it's muted you because we've moved you. Let me move you back and forth. Let's try that. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Still not getting anything from you. You're now muted. But yeah, check your audio settings first.
He's just saying, give us 2 secs in chit chat.
Sure. Okie dokie.
Hello.
There we go. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Is somewhere I go to see your the screen, not in.
Yeah, you should be able to go to the Discord Go Live thing. So sort of hover my name and then click on the watch stream thing, and you'll be able to see the game from there.
Stream. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
So you can watch the game from there. Now. All right, thank you, Squawcat. Greatly appreciated. Yes. All right. How you doing today?
I'm good. It's been a busy day, but yeah, I'm all right. I hope everyone else is well. Ready for a bank holiday weekend?
Absolutely. Oh, I mean, you're going to be sort of busy in the fallout and preparation for the next phase of the UK game show list, aren't you?
Oh yeah, well, it's going to be very, very interesting. The next stage. I'm not looking forward to constructing the survey for that again, but yeah, it took me so long last time. But I'm glad there's only like 2 heats this time rather than 5.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, looking forward to that. Vote on Twitter on the wild cards at the moment if anyone's interested. Race Across the World is currently winning, but that can change. So
that can indeed change. All right. So other question for you then: would you like to play the US version with all the different kind of helps, or would you like to play the Dutch version, which we have now proven we can actually win?
We've proven we can beat it, but I've always wanted to play the US version. So let's go.
You're going to go for the US version then?
I'm going for US version, yes.
All right, no worries then. Good luck. And as always, we start with 1 versus 100. And your first question is: an annual festival held in a Spanish town called Bunol sees attendees throwing what fruit at each other for fun? Is it tomatoes, watermelons, or pineapples? Mob, lock in your answers now. An annual festival held in a Spanish town called Bunol sees attendees throwing what fruit at each other for fun? Is it tomatoes, watermelons, or pineapples? Okay, Bob is locked in. So, Ben, do you have any clues?
Firstly, can I say this is bringing back some horrendous memories because I actually was on 1 versus 100 in the 100.
Oh yeah.
So it's bringing back all those memories. I do know this one. I'm pretty sure this is Tomatina, which is the tomato throwing festival in Spain. So, no hesitation, locking in a tomatoes, please.
All right, we'll lock it in for you there. Going with tomatoes, nothing on the line yet. Is it correct? Tomatoes is correct. Now, who got eliminated? Deuceman, Anosep, Quetz, and Rubik's. Failing to find an answer or fail to answer in time. Those are the only 4 getting it wrong. And we have a -1 humans failing to answer the question, apparently. Great. My maths is still failing me, even to this day. So only 4 eliminated, not enough to get to 1,000 dupes yet. So we have to continue on to the next question. But before we do, I think Aspie a Dog asking in chat, how well did you do on 1 vs 100?
So I was in the audience for about 3 or 4 games. It's on YouTube, actually. I got down to the final 2.
Ooh.
And it was the last show of the series. So there was rumours swirling around that we might have been playing for the money rather than just to be the one.
Okay, so yeah.
It was very nerve-wracking. But yeah, I did get down to 2 and then went out.
Okay. Well, we've got someone that has gone nearly all the way in the UK version then, so that's the one with they can't walk away. At least with this one, you can walk away if you're not particularly confident. So, we need to move on to the next question. Which of these is an American reality TV series starring Teresa Caputo, who reportedly can communicate with the dead? Is it Long Island Large, Long Island Small, or Long Island Medium? Mob, lock in your answers now. Which of these is an American reality TV series starring Teresa Caputo, who can reportedly communicate with the dead? Is it Long Island Large, Long Island Small, or Long Island Medium? Mob is locked in. You ever heard of this one, Ben?
Right, so straight away I'll say I've never heard of the show, but I'm assuming because it's medium and a medium communicates with the dead that it would be Long Island Medium. I've never heard of it, but unless this is an exceptionally cruel question, I can't see it being either of the others. So I'm going to go with C, Long Island Medium, please.
Lock it in?
Lock it in.
Okay. Reasoning it out, that's the word medium there, having a sort of double meaning against these 2 other options. Correct answer is... It is indeed C, Long Island Medium. Now, have we gotten up to 1,000 dupes yet? No! Wow, strong play already from the mob. We go to the next question then. Which of these is the title of an actual episode of the TV show Friends? Is it A, the one where Joey dates Rachel? Is it B, the one where Michael dates Holly? Or is it C, the one where Eleanor dates Chidi? Mob, lock in your answers. Which of these is the title of an actual episode of the TV show Friends? Is it A, the one where Joey dates Rachel? B, the one where Michael dates Holly? Or C, the one where Eleanor dates Chidi? Mob is locked in. Now, you ever watched Friends?
Like Friends, yeah. Big Friends. We were just watching it earlier, actually. I think this is pretty straightforward. C is referring to The Good Place, which I have watched. I'm not a big Netflix watcher, but I have watched that. I'm pretty sure it's A, just because Joey definitely dated Rachel. I don't know episode names necessarily, but it's got to be A, isn't it? I'm going with A.
Locked in? Okay. That's the thing, now that you're in the hot seat, you kind of second question yourself, don't you? Second guess. Still nothing at risk. The correct answer is... It is indeed the one where Joey dates Rachel. Now, can we get past the 1,000 dupes mark? We finally can, but only because the AI are getting it wrong. All of the remaining Who Plays still on their game. You're now up to 1,000 dupes, which, compared to Egg's game, sounds like literally nothing. But in this one, you can at least walk away mid-game. So, we finally get to ask you the question. Would you like to take 1,000 dupes? Apparently, double dupes. That's a new one. I didn't know that was a thing. Do you want to take 1,000 double dupes, or do you want the mob?
Give me that mob, Ash.
Taking on the mob, okay. Clearly there is a bug there that I did not notice. Next question. What is the name of the annual pay-per-view event produced by the WWE since 1985? Is it WrestlePalooza, WrestleMania, or WrestleFest? Mob, lock in your answers now. What's the name of the annual pay-per-view event produced by the WWE since 1985? Is it WrestlePalooza, WrestleMania, or WrestleFest? Mob is in. You're a big WWE follower?
Not a big follower. I'm sort of WWE fan adjacent, if you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah, fan adjacent, fair enough, yeah.
But I do know this. No need to string it out. It's WrestleMania. Let's go. Lock that in. WrestleMania
Okay. No messing around. Let's just get straight to it. With 1,000 double dukes on the line, is WrestleMania correct? I'm really worried by that box with double dukes because there's not enough space now for anything above 5,000. Yes, WrestleMania is correct. How many got eliminated? Again, AI. Again, AI. And just Storm Vision was the only human player. We did not get up to the next bracket, though. We're up to 5,000 dukes. You are one away from making it into the quintuple digits of 10,000 dukes. So, you've quintupled your current value, and you're up to 5,000 double dukes. Would you like to take that, or would you like to continue against the mob?
I've still got all my lifelines on the table. Let's go for the mob.
Go for the mob. So, 1 versus 71. Next question. A comment by Seth Everman on which music video becomes the first to reach 1 million likes? Is it I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber, Old Town Road by Lil Nas X featuring Billy Ray Cyrus, or Bad Guy by Billie Eilish? Mob, locking your answers. A comment by Seth Everman on which music video becomes the first to reach 1 million likes? Is it I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran, Old Town Road, or Bad Guy? And this, I believe, is a repeat. But, Ben, can you remember?
Not a repeat I've seen. Oh, God. I don't know this. Newer music is a little bit of a blind spot for me because I commute a lot and, well, not at the moment, but normally I do. And so, therefore, I don't listen to the radio as much as I should. It's definitely a lifeline. I just don't know which one. The problem I've got is I don't really have an inkling. I know very little about Billie Eilish. Full stop. I know Old Town Road was massive, but does that mean it was like viral on YouTube? Probably. I've never. I mean, obviously I know Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber, but I've not heard of that song. I'm a little bit torn whether this is an easy one for people. Right. Let's trust the mob.
Go trust the mob, lock it in?
Yeah, lock that in. I'm
okay.
Not option, but I feel that's my best option.
Well, I can tell you definitely could have gone with me because I definitely know what the answer is. I absolutely 100% know what the answer is to this question. Not because it's a repeat, I just know it even from before that. Because I know who Seth Everman is, and I know why particularly they went for this particular answer. I'm not going to reveal my particular pick. We'll just see what the mob has locked in for you, and whether you will be advancing through or not. They have locked in C, Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Is that correct? It is indeed C, Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. He's actually done his own version on his own channel. And it is quite weird, actually, how much he looks alike to Billie Eilish. It's quite weird.
I'm very happy with that lifeline, because I wouldn't have gone with C anyway from just guessing. So I'm reasonably happy how that's all gone down.
Fair enough. Well, we knocked out 10 mob members, so good majority did know that. Lingo Maniac, Puzzle and Looping 1, 3 human players there getting knocked out alongside 7 AI. You're now up to 10,000 dukes, and you're 1 away from making it 25,000 dukes. So now you've used 1 help. You still have 3 remaining. Would you like to take the 10,000 double dukes, or do you want to take on the mob?
I'd like to think I won't get another question where I've got such a blind spot as that one. So let's take on the mob, please.
Let's take on the mob. And yes, he does also look like a young Agent 47. You're right, Score Count. Next question. Which Disney princess's name is also the name of a type of lettuce? Is it A. Aurora, B. Rapunzel, or C. Tiana? Mob, lock in your answers now. Which Disney princess's name is also the name of a type of lettuce? Is it A. Aurora, B. Rapunzel, or C. Tiana? And the mob is now in. How familiar are you with your lettuce varieties and your Disney princesses?
Disney princess is pretty good. Lettuce varieties, not so much. I'm annoyed at this because I thought I knew like vegetable varieties quite well, but I've not heard of this.
I will just say I've rewatched The Win Back and it just full on makes me smile.
I've got an inkling, but it's whether to go with it or not.
I love the hashtag Quiz Night community. Just wanted to say thanks.
Jesus.
Thank you for the 200 bits, Ed. Greatly appreciated. I did see that message, and it did also go on the text split. Yes, thank you for that, and I'm glad you've had so much fun with that. I'm sure we'll make some sort of highlight of that run as well at some point. Sorry, I interrupted there, Ben.
Yeah, no worries. Can you just remind me which one is the one where I get to whittle it down to 2?
That one is Ask the Mob, where it picks 2 mob members at semi-random.
Okay. I've got an inkling, but I haven't got. I would go with it if I had anything real to base it on, but I don't. I don't have any real logic I can use. So I am going to. I'm going to poll the mob if that's right.
Absolutely. And what option would you like to poll for?
I'm going to poll for A, Aurora.
You're going to poll for A, Aurora. Okay, so we are polling the mob. Now we'll see how many of the remaining mob went with A, Aurora. 24. It's not the majority. However, it is the vast majority of human players.
Okay.
So it's not the majority of all of the members, AI and human included, but the majority of human players, yes. I will point out, though, that players that did not go with this answer include Cetra, Duplis, Kazvez, Jack Wilfred up there in the top right corner, Dogfish, and also notably the Panda. Panda was the last remaining human player of the last game, and intriguingly, he went with a different answer.
Okay.
So, Catnip down here in the top bottom right, I did also miss. Catnip has gone with a different answer as well. So, what does that do then?
Yeah, that's not quite the emphatic answer I was hoping for. I feel like surely most humans agree with me. Let's go for it. A, Aurora.
Lock it in, A, Aurora. Okay.
Yeah.
Going with the technical minority. With 10,000 double digits on the line, the correct answer is... No, the correct answer is B, Rapunzel. Rapunzel is the name of a type of lettuce. Unlucky there.
Oh, the legend of -1 must continue.
The legend of -1 does indeed continue on the XP standings board there. Unlucky though. I honestly would not have had a clue on that question. Those three names I've never heard of as a type of lettuce. So I would have been no use on that question. So hard luck, and it did knock out quite a few human players. As we said, in fact, the only players left after that were Catnip, Dogfish, the Panda, Duplis, Kazver, Samster. I may have also missed Samster off that list. Cetra and Jack Wilfred. Only those players were left on that particular question, and you would have been down to 1 versus 36 had you got it right. But unfortunately, you did not, and so we do have to say an early farewell, I'm afraid, Ben, but I hope you had some fun.
I've had a lot of fun. See you later. Bye-bye.
That's good to hear. Thank you very much for playing. You can still continue playing in the mob as well, and maybe you could return for a second time round. All right, and he's gone. So, keep your eyes out. Catnip, Dogfish, Panda, Duplis, Casvis, Samster, Cetra, and Jack Wilfred. One of you will be the next one to play 1 versus 100. Yeah, try not to look at the answers other players are giving, but it's entirely your decision if you want to do that. Just, yeah. Maybe it's not wise going with the majority. I don't know. If you want to join in, HGLS is the room code. Welcome to all the new people. Nick C Live is a new name. Welcome, welcome. So let's pick our next mob member, and it is one, which is Dogfish. Dogfish, you are our next one to play. So, Dogfish, would you like to play in voice or chat? And secondly, do you want to play US or Dutch? You in the Discord voice, are you? Okay. Let's get you hooked up then into the studio. Get you on the line. Hello there, Dogfish.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening, how are you doing?
Quite alright. That's the heart rate now back up to above normal.
Good. Yes, it is the Ian Tagan 100 music looping. I've been scattering that in amongst this version now, especially if you play down the Dutch version of the game as well. So, Dogfish, you do reach a decision point. Would you like to play the US rules or do you want to play the Dutch rules?
I will play the US rules, if that's quite alright.
That is absolutely fine. It's entirely your decision to do that. So we will play the US rules. Good luck, and we start, as always, with 100 mob members to play against. And your first question is, if you are in the quarterfinals or round 4 of a single elimination tournament, how many people started in the tournament? Is it 128, 32, or 64? Mob, lock in your answers now. If you're in the quarterfinals, aka round 4 of a single elimination tournament, how many people started in the tournament? Is it 128, 32, or 64? Quite difficult. You have to parse both parts of that there. Dogfish, can you work it out?
So am I up? I've got the stream completely closed, so I'm not sure where I'm looking.
You can watch the Discord go live to view what's going on with the game. Should just hover over my name and it should pop out and you should be able to then click watch the stream.
Yeah, apologies. Okay, so round 4, quarterfinals would be 8 left, I think. Semis 4, finals 2. So 8 at round 4, 16 at round 3, 32 at round 2, 64 C at round 1. I'm going to say C64.
Lock it in?
And lock it in, and I'm hoping the maths teacher can do maths.
Let's find out then. You've locked in C64, a good games console, by the way. Correct answer is... It is indeed C64. You're at least through question number 1. He can indeed math, bro, Puzzledan. We say goodbye to Applecast, Raw Justice, Diamond Ninja, Anosep, Bullsboy, Quetz, Saigai Dave, Keshi Head, Shaname, Samster, Matt the Ref, Lupine, Toadboy, GM Rubik's, Panda, Drahuska, Deducement, and Puzzledan. All on that first question. Some maths teachers amongst the mob there failing to do maths. However, they did have a time limit to play against, which is probably against them there, because that was a bit of a difficult question to parse in such a difficult question, such a short amount of time. And again, yes, no AI getting that one wrong, crucially as well, so only human players going away. Panda had some baby panda issues. That makes more sense. Okay, so the panda had to tend to baby panda, so it was AFK. So, you're already up to 1,000 dukes, and you're 2 away from quintupling that to 5,000. So I get to ask you the question, do you want to take the 1,000 double dukes, or do you want the mob?
I'll take on the mob.
Taking on mob, alright. Let's moving on then. Question number 2. The small images that appear in browser tabs for websites have what name? Are they favicons, smallicons, or bookicons? Mob, lock in your answers now. The small images that appear in browser tabs for websites have what name? Are they favicons, smallicons, or bookicons? And yes, I was being consistent with my pronunciation there. Dogfish, any clues?
Having spent about half an hour swearing to get one onto a Neocities page, I'm pretty sure this is a favicon. A.
Do you want to lock it in?
I'll lock that in.
Okay. We're going with a favicon or favourite icon. The correct answer is... It is indeed a favicon. Well played. And we say goodbye to an AI, in fact only 2 AI getting that one wrong, and you're now up to 5,000 doots. All the remaining human players getting that one right, which is what we like to see. So, we now ask you the question for 5,000 doots, or should I say double doots? Do you want to take the 5,000 double doots, or do you want to continue against the mob?
I'll take on the mob once again.
Taking on the mob. And question number 3 is... When first announced in 2006, what was Apple TV originally going to be called? This is a repeat. Is it A, Appleodian, B, ITV, or C, Apple One? Mob locking your answers now. When first announced in 2006, what was Apple TV originally going to be called? Is it A, Appleodian, B, ITV, or C, Apple One? As I say, this is a repeat. I've clearly failed to manage the dual repeat questions back into 1 vs 100. Dogfish, can you remember the answer?
I'm pretty sure it's the one which is the most blatant copyright issue, and if I've got this wrong and it was a repeat, I'm going to be hitting my head against the wall. B, ITV.
Lock it in?
And lock it in, yeah.
Okay. Following along the logic of possibly iPod, iPad, all of that kind of stuff. Is it ITV? It is indeed B, ITV. You did remember correctly. Now, who didn't? Clearly some AIs that weren't tuned into Duel. Quite a few AIs that weren't tuned into Duel. I mean, they don't get to play the game. And score count. Score count also getting that one wrong. Clearly not a calzone. 25,000 doots is now in the bank. And you're 9 away from the halfway point and getting to see sneak peeks before you've even started to use any helps. So, would you like to take the 25,000 doots, Dogfish, or do you want to play on against the mob?
Once again, best play the mob.
Let's keep going. The score has indeed quintupled once again. Here it is, 1 vs 59. Next question. What British game show is presented by Warwick Davis, known for Leprechaun and Star Wars? Another repeat. Is it A, Pointless, B, Impossible, or C, Tenable? Mob, lock in your answers now. What British game show is presented by Warwick Davis, known for Leprechaun and Star Wars? Is it A, Pointless, B, Impossible, or C, Tenable? Clearly you're getting all of the repeat questions in your run. And the mob is locked in. Any clues, Dogfish?
I am really glad this is a repeat question, because last time I'm pretty sure I didn't know it. C, Tenable, lock in.
Lock in, okay. No messing around. Going with Tenable. Is Tenable tenable? It's maybe threeable. It is indeed C, Tenable. Also nothing like a calzone. And again, some AI that did not know that fact. Not enough to get through the halfway point, though. You are currently 1 away from the halfway point, so not enough to see sneak peeks just by 1 mob member. You are sitting on 25,000 doots still. So, would you like to take the 25,000 doots? It's still the same as it was. Or, do you want to take on the mob?
In for a penny, in for a million doots. Take on the mob.
Taking on the mob, alright. 1 vs 51, and the next question. At the 50th anniversary celebration, which 1974 entry was selected as the best song in the history of the Eurovision Song Contest? Was it A, Waterloo, B, Making Your Mind Up, or C, Hard Rock Hallelujah? Mob, lock in your answers now. At the 50th anniversary celebration, which 1974 entry was selected as the best song in the history of the Eurovision Song Contest? Was it Waterloo, Making Your Mind Up, or Hard Rock Hallelujah? Mob is in. Dogfish, how familiar are you with Eurovision? I'm
not going to subject you to my singing. Hard Rock was 2006, Mind Up was early 80s. As I'm not going to subject you to my singing of Waterloo because you've all got screens that would break otherwise, so lock in A.
Okay. No messing around. You're making your mind up with going with A, Waterloo. Is it correct? It is indeed A, Waterloo. Now, is it enough to get through the halfway point? It is enough to get through the halfway point, just. Only 3 AI got eliminated there. Everyone else in the human players getting it right, but it is enough to get through the halfway point. So, you do get to see sneak peeks of all the questions from here on out, and you still have all of your helps intact. So, let's see a sneak peek on the next question. Which Mad Magazine contributor created the long-running comic strip Spy vs. Spy? You're getting all of the repeats, apparently. So,
I'd like to apologise to your poor database there. I think I'll take this one.
Do you want to take the 50,000 dudes, or do you want to play against the mob?
I'll take the mob.
Taking on the mob. I'm amazed how well it's picking all of the repeats. Here is that question again. And your options are Antonio Prohias, Sergio Aragonés, and Bob Clark. Mob, locking your answers now. Which Mad Magazine contributor created the long-running comic strip Spy vs. Spy? Is it Antonio Prohias, Sergio Aragonés, or Bob Clark? Any clues, Dogfish?
Unfortunately, yes, I do know this one's A, Antonio Prohias.
Lock it in?
And lock that one in.
All right. With 50,000 double dukes on the line, is it correct? It is correct, Antonio Prohias. Well played. Now, who got eliminated on that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 AI. Not enough to make it to the next bracket, and again, all the remaining human players still getting it right, clearly remembering from previous episodes of Quiz Night. You are on one away from 75,000 dukes, currently sitting at 50,000 dukes. But before we decide, we get into the sneak peek. So, let's see that question. The fashion label Ba and Sh gets its name from what? The fashion label Ba and Sh gets its name from what? Do you want to take the 50,000 double dukes, or do you want to take on the mob?
I've still got all 4 lifelines. Well, I'm not sure what they're called. I'll take on the mob, even though I'm looking at that and thinking,
Take on the mob?
Please.
Okay. Well, there's 41. The question again. Fashion label Ba and Sh gets its name from what? Is it from 2 cities, from 2 items of fashion apparel, or from the 2 founders of the label? Mob, locking your answers now. The fashion label Ba and Sh gets its name from what? Is it 2 cities, 2 fashion apparel items, or 2 founders? And they are locked in. Dogfish, any clues?
I'm just sort of thinking 2 cities, the only... It could honestly be absolutely any of those, and I'm thinking I haven't got the foggiest. Dun 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 dun. Am I okay to ask the mob?
You are indeed, of course. The helps are entirely your decision to use.
I will ask the mob if that's...
Okay, right, let's do that then. So, this will pick out 2 mob members out at random. 1 will have given the correct answer. 1 will have given an incorrect answer. They will indicate what answers they gave, not necessarily if they are right or wrong, but what answers they gave. And they will also, crucially, be allowed to describe why they gave their answers. If it does not pick anyone, then it means that everyone has gone with a same answer, or it's not been able to pick a correct and wrong answer mix. Okay. Let's see who's going to pick. We do have a pick. We have Spicy Clarence on B, and we have Kazvez on C. So by that, we know that the answer is definitely not A from two cities. It's between B and C. So Spicy Clarence and Kazvez, you are now free to give your reasons why. Kazvez already saying on C it was a complete guess. Now just awaiting Spicy Clarence's opinion. And Spicy Clarence went with a misclick on B, apparently. So you have a complete guess on C and a misclick on B. So I don't know if that's much help to you.
Of those three, my fashion sense is suspicious, to put it mildly. But I can't think of any fashion items beginning with bar or sh. Maybe shawl, but I can't see that being the right thing. We know it's not A. I'm going to take a stab at C, lock that in.
Locking in C from the founders of the label. Is it correct? Are they bar and sh? It is correct. It is bar and sh. I haven't looked at the question because, as the host is still possible, I would like to know from chat if anyone knows what the names are of Bart and Sh, just out of curiosity. Do have to say goodbye to Spicy Clarence, Clive, and 8 Minky on that question, alongside AI number 97, so only 4 eliminated, but it is enough to get you through to the next level of 75,000 doots, and you're 7 away from making it 100,000 doots. Bar and Sheep, Bash and Shab, Barbara Boccara, and Sharon Creef. Barbara and Sharon, those are the 2 names, apparently.
Those sound obnoxiously fashion-y, so I'm going to believe that.
Yeah, I would believe Barbara Boccara and Sharon Creef. Bath and shower. That was what my mind was sort of sitting, is like, sort of like Barker and Stonehouse kind of thing, but I know it's not stone, so it was just sort of, I was in a weird place. So yeah, you're up to 75,000 doots now. You've used 1 help. You still have 3 helps to play with, though. Let's see what you want to do on this question. You don't get to see the options, but the question is, which of these is correct about the word meme? So I'm not going to see what the options are, but which of the terms, which you will see if you want to take on the question, is correct about the word meme?
I'll take on the mob for this one, slightly more confidently than that last one.
Alright, taking on the mob then. So, to clarify, which of these is correct about the word meme? Your options are a combination of 2 English subjective pronouns, a combination of 2 English objective pronouns, or a combination of 2 English adverbs. Which of these is correct about the word meme? A combination of 2 English subjective pronouns, a combination of 2 English objective pronouns, or a combination of 2 English adverbs. Okay, Dogfish, any clues?
So this is what I really wish I'd paid more attention when I was messing around with conlangs, because that's got to be subject and object. So I'm just thinking through sentence orders now. So it's obviously me plus me. It's not going to be adverb. I'll punt C to one side. The object in a sentence, so it hit me. Am I the subjective or am I the objective? Can I poll the mob on B?
You can indeed. Okay, so using the second help here, we're going to see how many of the remaining mob members went with B, a combination of 2 English objective pronouns. 31. It's a good majority. 31 of the remaining 37 did indeed go with that answer.
And
so
I will make it 32. If I can lock in B?
Indeed, let's go with that then. Lock in B. Combination of 2 English objective pronouns. Me, me. Is that correct? It is correct. Well played. Now, who got that wrong? Aspie, Nick C, AM the PM, Kazvez, Lion TK, and Tipster. Those are the 6 that got it wrong, and they're all humans. We have to say goodbye. We're down to 1 versus 31. You're currently at 75,000 doots. You are 1 away from making it into six-figure territory of 100,000 doots. You still have 2 helps to play with. You still have a trust. You still have Ask the Me. Let's see a sneak peek of the next question. In mathematics, what trigonometric function is defined as the reciprocal of the sine function? I think
I'll take that one on, yeah.
I think you've probably got an idea of what it is in your head at the moment. So, do you want to take on the mob?
I'll take on the mob, yes.
Right. 1 versus 31. That question again. In mathematics, what trigonometric function is defined as the reciprocal of the sine function? Is it cosine, cosecant, or secant? Mob, lock in your answers now. What is the reciprocal of sine? Is it cosine, cosecant, or secant? Or cosecant second? Mob is in. Dogfish is the answer you were thinking up there?
I believe it is, yes. I'm going to be really embarrassed if I don't get, if cosecant isn't right. I'm going to be really, really feeling daft. But yes, B, cosecant, and lock in.
Lock in? Okay. Well, Soccer may have helped you with the sort of the first main level, the sine, cosine, and tan, but this is the reciprocals, which is a different set. Is it the cosecant? It is the cosecant. It's secant, cosecant, and what's the tan one again? Can't remember that one now. Cotangent, is it? Oh, cotan. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Catnip and Jack Wilford fail to find that answer. And we're up to 100,000 doots. You're 1 away from making it a 250,000 doots. Still have 2 helps to play with, and Whiskers is now here to potentially help you as well, because she's just up on the table. If you are ready, let's see a sneak peek of the next question.
Okay.
Henry VIII's longest-lasting marriage was with a woman named what? Henry VIII's longest-lasting marriage was with a woman named what? Do you want to take the 100,000 double loots? Or do you want to take on the mob?
I think I'll take on the mob.
Taking on the mob, okay. It's 1 versus 21. So, here are your options. Is it Anne, Catherine, or Jane? Mob locking your answers now. Henry VIII's longest-lasting marriage was with a woman named what? Was it Anne, Catherine, or Jane? No trap. Just straight knowledge. Dogfish, do you have the knowledge?
Well, I was about to say it's a good thing my answer showed up, but I realised he only had wives of 3 different names, which I'm pretty sure it was his first was a Catherine. And I'm certain enough to actually lock that in, B, Catherine.
Okay, locking in B, Catherine. I've got to be careful because Whiskers' tail just flicked onto the keyboard then and may have ruined stuff for you, but did not hit the wrong button. Yes, Catherine is the correct answer, and Whiskers says hello. Well played. Only AI number 84 getting that one wrong though. The remaining human players all good. We're into the final 5th. 20 away from the top prize of 1 million doots in the US game. Currently sitting at 250,000 doots. Let's see a sneak peek. You still got to keep going, potentially. Linguistically speaking, which of the following words is a simple word? Again, we're not going to see the options, but that is the question. Linguistically speaking, which of the following words is a simple word?
I'm going to pray that this turns out being an English word and not any other language, essentially, but I will take on the mob.
Taking on the mob. This screams of Harry. But it's Toshi, in fact, and your 3 options are computer, printer, paper. Mob, locking your answers now. Linguistically speaking, which of the following words is a simple word? Is it computer, printer, or paper? The mob is in. Dogfish, you have any clues?
So my gut is thinking computer is a thing which computes. Printer is a thing that occasionally prints. I don't think a paper is something that papes, oddly enough. If paping is a verb, I want to know just out of curiosity, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be C, paper.
Lock it in?
And lock it in.
Okay. Is that how a simple word is constructed? Versus not? Well, paper is indeed the correct answer. And nobody getting that one wrong. So we go to another sneak peek. Which made the most at the box office? Again, we do not see the options, but that is the question. Which made the most at the box office? Do you want to take the 250,000 doots, or do you want the mob? That's a good question, 8 Minky. I might actually look that up before we go in. But then, if I look it up though, then you can't ask the host.
That's fine. I'll take on the mob now then, if that's okay.
Alright, I'm not going to look it up, but
Sorry.
I just realised I can't look it up until that goes away. Score count is going to look it up though, just to confirm, because it does potentially change the answer if it's a UK or US or global box office. So I'm going to hold off of mob until we know what that is. Scorefish? Nope, score count, welcome.
I'm looking through the database as we speak.
Okay. So we do want this to be at least fair for everyone for the mob, because you only have a few seconds to parse the question. And I normally would look at it, but as the host is a thing that can still be used, I actually shouldn't, because that would spoil it. The tension music. This is the new VAR music. That's what we're working out, Blinus, is whether it's global or UK or US or whatever.
It is global gross.
Global gross at the box office is what we're looking for. Global gross. So take that into consideration when the question and answers come up. You are still wanting to go with the mob, Dogfish?
I'm still going with the mob, yes.
Okay, here we go then. So, at global gross box office, which of these made the most? Is it Shrek, Shrek 2, or Shrek the Third? Mob, locking your answers now. Which made the most at box office? Was it Shrek, Shrek 2, or Shrek the Third? At global box office. The mob is in. Dogfish. Any clues?
Even though normally they sort of go up over time purely because there's more money, I'm not sure how they have to count inflation. I'm just going to assume it's not Shrek the Third. Also, the fact that I don't remember that film at all, whereas Shrek was Shrek and Shrek 2 has the best soundtrack since a long while. Beyond that...
Do you have 2 help still? You can still trust the mob if you feel like the remaining mob members are trustworthy at this point. And you can also ask the host.
I will invoke my right to ask yourself, Ash. If
You're
that's
going to ask,
okay.
you're going to ask me? Okay.
I will, yes.
So, this is what I think. I don't know. I also don't know on this one.
Hey!
But I kind of agree with you with Shrek the Third that it's just not as popular a film, so I don't think it made as much. And similarly, I think Shrek didn't, because it was such a different animation style, and it was such a kind of different departure that a lot of people probably didn't watch it on the first pass for the global box office release. But then when Shrek 2 came around, obviously people were more familiar with Shrek at that point. It's like, And as you say, the soundtrack is better in Shrek 2. Just generally, Shrek 2 is just kind of better. Although Shrek is the one that started everything, so...
Okay, that's roughly my logic, so... It's nice having someone, that knows things, say your logic is sensible-ish.
I feel the logic is about right. Like, Shrek the Third, I do know that the film exists, but yeah, it was just nowhere near as popular. And Shrek is... Yeah, it's Shrek, but it was the first one in the series, and just don't feel it would have made as much of a dent in the global box office release than Shrek 2 would have. So my answer would be B, Shrek 2, and that is my final answer.
And in the hope that the many, many, many times watching the DVD extras on it was worthwhile, I'm going to second that and lock in Shrek 2 B.
Okay. It's this one I don't really feel hard done by if I get it wrong. Because I just don't really know. But is Shrek 2 correct? Hey, nice, it is correct. Whoo! Okay, and only 3 AI getting it wrong, and according to the Panda, in order, Shrek had 484 million, Shrek 2 928 million, so nearly a billion, and Shrek the Third 813 million. So it actually did quite well,
really?
but just under the Shrek 2 target there.
Well,
and my percentage increases apparently. Yes, it does. I don't know how it does, but it certainly does. So you're still on 250,000, and you're now 7 away from making it to 500,000. You have only 1 help left. You have Trust the Mob left.
Yep.
Let's see a sneak peek of the next question. As of May 2019, how many people have served as President of the United States?
Right.
Now, this is an interesting one, because I would presume there with being multiple consecutive and non-consecutive terms, plus any potential stand-ins. So, do you want to take the 250,000 Dukes, or do you want to take on the mob?
Now, if it was just counting people who've done it twice, I know there's at least one case I could probably do that. I'm a little bit shaky if we're including actings, but I think I said at the start, in for a penny, in for a million? Let's start in for a penny, in for 250. I'll take on the mob.
Taking on the mob, alright, good luck. You still do have the trust though, so you can go down with the ship. So, as of May 2019, how many people have served as President of the US? Is it 43, 44, or 45? Mob, lock in your answers now. As of May 2019, how many people have served as President of the US? And now, because as the host is off the table, I can actually search ahead of time. Okay, mob is in. Dogfish, any clues?
Okay, I'm now thinking... I'm sure that the Trump election was the 45th election. Not 45th election. What's the phasing? I'm sitting here thinking... I could vaguely make a guess, because I'm sure Trump is the 45th, but that excludes a doubling president, which would be 44.
Okay.
And on the principle that they're recently becoming my lucky numbers, I will take a stab at that. B44.
Lock it in?
And lock it in.
Okay. Alright, take care AM and PM, thank you for stopping by. And same for you, Deducement, if you're having a Zoom meeting, thank you very much for stopping by though. Is the answer 44? It is B44. The duplicate there that has served twice in non-consecutive terms is Grover Cleveland.
Yes, of course.
Hence why, although there are 45 ordinal presidencies, Grover Cleveland has 22nd and 24th because they were non-consecutive terms. Okay. Linus and Drake, the only two there getting it wrong. We're down to 1 versus 15. So the remaining human players, we have Connor, we have Cetra, Cola, Duplis, Lingo, Egg, Scooter Dust, Bocky Ralboa, and Car 7th. 9 human players are still in. It means we have 6 AIs as well. Okay, so 1 vs 15, 5 away from making it 500,000, 15 away from making it the full million. We still have a trust. Let's see the sneak peek of the next question. Which city has the only authorized restaurant with original recipe chicken that is not a KFC? Wow. Ooh. Which city has the only authorized restaurant with original recipe chicken that is not a KFC? Do you want to take the 250,000 double dutes? Or do you feel like you want to risk it for a biscuit and potentially some chicken and take on the mob?
I'm sitting here thinking, couldn't you give me any other food question? Just give me food. I'm not fussy. I'll take on the mob once again. I've still got a trust, if nothing else.
Taking on the mob?
Taking on the mob.
All right. Going for that winner chicken dinner. So, which city has the only authorised restaurant with original recipe chicken that is not a KFC? Is it Hopkinsville, Danville, or Shelbyville? Mob, locking your answers now. Which city has the only authorised restaurant with original recipe chicken that is not a KFC? Hopkinsville, Danville, or Shelbyville? And it's not all three, Panda. Okay, Dogfish, do you have any clues?
I have less clues than you start off with an average game of Cluedo right now. I would be rolling a die, so let's hope other people might know it, because I sure as heck do not. I'm going to trust the mob on this one.
Trust the mob, lock it in?
Yep, looking. None of those mean anything to me apart from one being a place in Simpsons.
Which one's that?
Shelbyville. Well, it's the other place.
Alright. Lock it in, trust, yeah?
Trust the mob and lock it in, because I'm sitting here thinking, nope.
Alright, well, potentially jumping ship here with everybody else. He is locking in a trust. This will lock you into the human player's most popular answer. Let's see what they locked you in on. And they have locked in B, Danville. The correct answer is... No! The answer is C, Shelbyville.
Ah, well.
The restaurant is called Claudia Sanders Dinner House and is named after Colonel Sanders' wife and is the only non-KFC eatery that KFC allows to use original recipe for their chicken.
Ah.
So there you go. The more you know, Shelbyville is a real place, not just in fiction in The Simpsons. It does actually exist. And after that, we would have had only 2 survivors in Car 7th and Scooter Dust. Hard luck there, Dogfish. Unfortunately, not a winner with a chicken dinner for you this time round, but I hope you had fun.
Oh, my blood pressure's going back down. That's been absolutely brilliant.
All right. Well, thanks very much for playing, and I hope hope you'll join us again soon.
Take care.
All right. Take care. All right. So we're now past the 2-hour mark in my normal streams. Do I want to do another one? Or am I tired? I am actually kind of tired. So I might end the stream there. Normally I probably would go on a bit further, but I'm kind of a bit tired. So I think I'll end there. If you remind me, Scooter Dust and Car 7th, next time we do 1 vs 100, in fact, it'll be in next week's 12-hour stream. In that stream, I will put you 2 in as high preference for the next pick. So, Car 7th and Scooter Dust, one of you will be the first of the ones on the charity special. So you can hold on for that and hope the best. Carryovers are kind of a thing. Yes, Ape. I can do those. So I did it for Natter previously because Natter was the only one survivor one time after a very particularly spicy question. But yeah, that is going to be it for me this evening. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching and playing along. As I say, next week, Saturday, we have the massive 12-hour Twitch Game Show Marathon that you do want to tune into between myself and Ben. Ben is the one going to be starting it over on the Royal Flush channel at 12 p.m. British Summer Time. In the meantime, tomorrow, Ben is also going to be doing another stream at 8 p.m. British Summer Time, which is going to be the last of the heats, as it were, for Dog Eat Dog, plus a special episode of something. I think it's supposed to be Gauntlet, but I don't know if he's done particularly any work on Gauntlet, so it might be something else. But it's definitely Dog Eat Dog plus something. And then, if I remember rightly, Saturday late evening over here, or early Sunday morning over in Aussie land, 2 a.m. British Summer Time is the Chase VGM, hosted by Quetz Cuzzle. If you want to do any sort of video game music knowledge. If Toad Boy's around, I believe Hit It might be a thing on Saturday as well. Details about that are in my Discord on the page, and I'm sure he can share some information if you're not familiar with what Hit It is. And then Sunday, 7 p.m. over on Tipster's channel, which is Tipster replace the first I with a 1. That is going to be the Pinnacle Larder, which is basically his version of a pub quiz. All good fun. That's 7 p.m. British Summer Time over on Tipster channel on Sunday. I'll be back on Wednesday, definitely with some Duel on Wednesday, potentially some more Duel stuff if we get more Duels sort of hooked up for that particular episode. And then Friday, I'll try and bring in 1000 Heartbeats because that should have been on this week and it didn't happen. So I'll try my best to do 1000 Heartbeats on Friday. But the Friday episode might not happen depending on, because the Saturday stream's a thing and that's the one I definitely want to have happen. So if I need to do stuff ahead of the Saturday stream, then Friday stream might fall through. Hope it won't, but it might. So just hold on for that. What else we got? What else was that? Minky was saying something. I don't know.
Regarding straddling contestants.
Oh, right. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Carryovers. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll be after the bash. And I'm going to play the Ian Tagan 100 music again because it is just so good. And I will see you next Wednesday with some more Duel. Friday, hopefully, with some 1000 Heartbeats. And then the big Saturday with all of the game shows happening. So, I'll see you then. Catch you later. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.